Hi, I'm Steve, this is Steven the Music, and today we're reviewing the new Beck album Morning Phase. With this release, it almost becomes official. Beck is now a serious artist. The loser hitmaker no longer writes songs about having the devil's haircut in his mind or picking up girls at JCPenney. He no longer samples James Brown and Herbie Hancock, and he certainly doesn't rap anymore. This isn't a gradual shift. Beck's classic 2002 album Sea Change seemed like a one-off, just an emotional release that he had to get out of his way before he got back to the goofy stuff. Now he hasn't released an album since 2008's Modern Guilt, produced by Danger Mouse, which showed the beginning of a shift back with its darker, more subdued production style and 1960s influences. No, bad. Get out of here. We're not reviewing you. Bad album, or mediocre album. At this point, the 43-year-old Beck is working with such a diverse back catalog that he could release just about anything and it would sound consistent. But now, he finally did it. Those who have been waiting for a direct follow-up to Sea Change have finally received it, and it was worth the wait. As I said, Sea Change sounded like a phase, a highly sentimental chronicle of heartbreak nearly devoid of hope. Morning Phase, as the title suggests, seems similarly temporary, another highly emotional period in Beck's life characterized by low-key, somber love letters with no answer. But something about it exudes permanence. Perhaps it's the increased use of mellow string sections and the general bassier tone of the album that makes Beck sound older, more settled. Even though he's still juggling genres as much as ever, from the folk rock Say Goodbye to the dark ethereal Wave to the western-style country down. But it's more in the first half of the title, Morning Phase. Yes, this is another phase, but a brighter, more sober one. Whereas 2002's Beck seemed like a lost cause, completely devoid of a future, 2014's Beck encouraged us to open eyes to waking light. Through the country melancholy and sleepy resignation of the album runs a steady stream of hope, a willingness to maintain and rebuild in the face of pain. In Morning Phase's best moments, Beck is certainly at his most articulate and most lucid. A quick instrumentation opener leads you into Morning, in which Beck pleads, "Won't you show me the way it used to be," over clean, sparse acoustic instruments. It's almost as if all of Beck's career up to this point has been one long party, and now he's finally waking up on the morning after with all of the regret and emptiness that comes with that. This powerful momentum carries through the first half of the album, especially on the subtly romantic Hard as a Drum and the fantastic lead single Blue Moon. On this song, Beck significantly increases the stakes by diversifying his instrumentation, singing with conviction, and upping the general scale of his sound. A moving centerpiece to the album, grand without being overdramatic, this song directly indicates the shift between this one and Sea Change. Blue Moon serves the same place as Lonesome Tears on that album, and while the two are my favorite songs from their respective works, Lonesome Tears felt very desperate and humiliated, while Blue Moon feels wiser, humbler, and much more lasting. Perhaps the only major fault of the album is Beck's occasional use of cliches, which stick out obnoxiously among the more insightful lyrics, especially on the choruses, like "I'll never, 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 never refuse you" on Blackbird Chain. Still, Beck finds ways to make these lines sound honest and true in context. Even though the chorus of Blue Moon is just "Oh, don't leave me on my own, left me standing all alone," this phrase becomes a sympathetic guiding principle for the whole album. The only other problem is that the consistent tone of the songs can make the album feel somewhat tiresome upon the first few listens, but after you develop a relationship with the songs, their diversity becomes clear. It's only after the album finishes with the beautiful, exhausted hope of waking light that the name of the first track suddenly makes sense, Cycle. Yes, Beck's just in another phase, but this one wasn't thrust upon him by a cheating ex-girlfriend. This is a natural, cyclical, cathartic one that comes with age and experience and time. Yes, it did take Beck 6 years to eventually release this album, but I can see why he needed the time. And he used it well. Morning Phase by Beck gets an 8 out of 10. It was this close to a 9, this close. But have you listened to the album? What did you think of it? What do you want me to review next? Let me know in the comments and subscribe if you want to see more.